What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Listen, man. So we already know about the battle. The battle between Kendrick Lamar, Drake, and J. Cole. Well, not really J. Cole. He did respond to Kendrick Lamar, but he bowed out the battle. You know what I mean? So it was basically Drake and Kendrick Lamar, and we already know how that battle went. So now, after a year later, after the battle already came and went, it still seems people still dreading the battle. Me, I'm not really dreading the battle. You know what I mean? Drake lost, in my opinion, Drake lost the battle. So I kind of moved on. So now I just want to hear good music with good rappers and good people who can make good music. You know what I'm saying? So now we're waiting on Drake to release his album. J. Cole done release his album. Kendrick Lamar done release an album. And I think Kendrick Lamar about to release another album soon. But now we all waiting on Drake to release his album called The Iceman. But it seems Drake kind of taking forever to really, I don't know what he really doing. You know what I mean? I know it was kind of snippets of songs kind of coming out from Drake, but it wasn't really hitting on nothing from a lot of fans and stuff like that. So I don't know if he just waiting on to get that right buzz or what, but we are waiting on Drake to release an album. So yesterday we already seen a snippet of J. Cole talking to Cameron, and also J. Cole talked to another person that interviewed him about the battle and how he felt about the battle, why he kind of bowed out the battle, why he apologized. And J. Cole basically said that, it wasn't really right for him to, want to battle this guy. You know what I'm saying? And it crazy it sounds because we already know J. Cole really be spitting. And like I say, J. Cole is one of my favorite artists. I think he's the best rapper or out of Kendrick Lamar and Drake, in my opinion. You know what I mean? But he bowed out the battle. And now today we have Jay-Z. Jay-Z kind of came out today and released a interview with GQ magazine about the battle and stuff, other stuff going on with Jay-Z. But we already know Jay-Z is having a concert, a 2-day concert. Well, now, released today, a 3-day concert that, he's going to be doing 3 shows. You know what I'm saying? So Jay-Z announced his return to the stage for 3 shows at Yankee Stadium and a picnic with the Roots. Roots is another rap group. You know what I mean? Jay-Z is doing announced his Strangle High Pro 2026 concerts, including a trio of hometown headline dates in July at the Yankee Stadium and a special performance backed by the Roots in Philadelphia Roots Picnic in late May. You know what I mean? He's basically doing a show about the Reasonable Doubt and the Blueprint, 2 albums that was amazing that came out. You know what I'm saying? We already know the Reasonable Doubt came out about 30 years ago, and the Blueprint came out about 25 years ago. 2 very dope albums. You know what I'm saying? Especially when I listened to them when I was younger, pretty dope. You know what I'm saying? So now we have Jay Z talking about the beef between Kendrick Lamar and Drake, and just how that battle really kind of went and how it leaves a taste in people's mouths today after the battle. So he also talked about the Super Bowl and having Kendrick Lamar perform at the Super Bowl after the battle. Let's get into the interview right quick, man. Just have a few clips from it. Let's get into it. So this right here is one of the clips that I posted on my page right here, from the interview right here, man. That Jay Z was talking to this interview right here. So this real how I said Jay Z said the battle between Drake and Kendrick Lamar went too far. And I posed a question. I said, did he forget all the stuff that him and Nas said in their battle? Because Jay Z and Nas went at each other, man.
We love the excitement, and I love the sparring and the music you get. But in this day and age, it's so much negative stuff that comes with it that you almost wish it didn't happen.
Really?
Yeah, because it's almost like it's a final thing. Now people that like Kendrick hate Drake,
Yeah.
no matter what he makes, no matter what he says, and it goes far too. It's like attack on his character and his thing and it's like, I don't know if I love that.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know if it's helpful to our growth where the fallout lands, especially on on social media, which takes place every day.
Yeah.
And now you have these pods of cult.
The Stan armies fighting.
Yeah, and it's like, it's too far.
Yeah.
It's like bringing people kids in it.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't like that. Maybe I've grown in a space that is probably, I sound like the old guy wagging the finger. But I think we can achieved the same thing as far as like sparring with music, with collab.
Now, listen, I definitely understand what Jay-Z is saying, but then again, like I say, man, back in the day, you know what I'm saying? Back in the day between rappers beefing with each other, Tupac, Biggie, you know what I'm saying? Two legendary legends in the game back in the day. Rest in peace to them. Them guys really been saying some things, especially Tupac. You know what I mean? Saying some things. And even in today's rap battle, you know what I mean? You got rappers saying they did this to each other, you know what I'm saying, want to harm each other and stuff like that. But you got Kendrick Lamar and Drake, as I can remember doing the battle, they never said they want to harm each other. You know what I'm saying? Really harm each other. You know what I mean? But Kendrick Lamar said some stuff about Drake being a pedophile and stuff like that. But then again, you gotta think about Drake, some of his actions, dating younger women, you know what I'm saying? Even going on stage with I think she was what, 16, 17-year old, and he was like, how do you look like that? You know what I'm saying? Why do you look that like that? You know what I'm saying? And that's proof. It's on the internet that Drake did say that to a 17-year-old girl. And we all know Drake is not a pedophile, you know what I'm saying? Even though he dates many women and stuff like that. And also we got Drake saying that Kendrick Lamar abused his wife and Kendrick Lamar's kid is his friend's kid, which is crazy. A lot of people kind of forget some of the stuff Drake said to Kendrick Lamar. And by hearing Jay-Z talk like that right there, which I kind of get what he's saying, but then again, it's like, Jay-Z, you remember the stuff that you and Nas used to say to each other? You know what I mean? Some of the stuff that you rap about towards other rappers as well. You know what I mean? Like he said, yeah, he's an older guy right now, but you coming out with saying this stuff now, year later. So you let Kendrick Lamar perform that song, not like us in front at the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? But then again, people gotta think, oh yeah, it's a business. It's all a business, all about money. You know what I mean? So I know a lot of people gonna say Jay-Z talking crazy, he's a hypocrite and stuff like that. And also people gonna say that Jay-Z dislike Drake. I don't know about all that, but I definitely know people gonna be saying that on Twitter, which is crazy. But let's play a couple more clips. So this right here is another clip, and the clip says Jay-Z responds to people who says he was involved in a conspiracy to take down Drake. And he said, "What I care to about these two guys battling. Like what? Like I'm fucking Jay-Z. All due respect to him, I'm fucking Hove, respectfully."
Yeah.
What I care about them two guys battling, like, what's that got to do with me?
Or
Have at it. Have fun. It's almost like not on just me, by the way. They drag everybody in it. Like
yeah.
everyone's part of this conspiracy to undermine Drake, I guess. But
Yeah.
like, what the fuck? Like what? I'm fucking Jay-Z. or due respect to him. I'm fucking Hov. Do respectfully.
Or
Like for what? For to what end?
yeah.
It couldn't be that these guys just don't like each other.
Yeah.
And I think they haven't liked each other for a long time.
Before you had anything to do with it.
For a while.
Yeah.
I think this has been brewing, just like me and Nas was brewing.
Yeah.
It didn't happen at the Summer Jam. That happened. The Lexington TV sets, the minimum, whatever. It was a whole bunch of stuff leading up to that point.
Mint Fleek, what is the Mint Fleek slugs in your hat, right?
It was slugs in your head. It was a bunch of like little things that led up to that point. And then when it happened, it happened. I actually regret that because I really like Nas. He's a really nice guy.
But also to your point, like I remember, yeah.
So that right there kind of saying that, he didn't really have anything to do with stuff going on with Kendrick Lamar and Drake. You know what I mean? These guys been dislike each other, and I never thought like because Jay-Z done been on a couple of Drake songs and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's always a younger kid coming up who's hot in the game and they think the OG gotta go at him or whatever. You know what I mean? Just like when it was Lil Wayne versus Young Thug. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people said that Young Thug tried to copy Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne's jealous and stuff like that. And then we already know that Lil Wayne tour bus got shot up by somebody that was kind of known to Young Thug, you know what I'm saying, who was a friend of Young Thug. So that kind of did happen. But in this instance right here, I never thought Jay-Z was disliking Drake. You know what I'm saying? Jay Z is one of the top three, top five best rappers of all time. You know what I mean? So that should tell you right there that this guy is Hove. You know what I'm saying? This guy's Hove, man. So I never really thought that he kind of like hated or conspired to take down Drake. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people say he kind of did that because he had let Kendrick Lamar perform that song at the Super Bowl. Mm,
But I think we can achieve the same thing as far as like sparring with music, with collaborations more so than breaking the whole thing apart.
Yeah.
It could stand it before because there was no social media and there was no thing, and you had the battle and it was fun, and then you moved on.
Right.
Right now, I don't know if it could stand it with the technology that we have.
Because it takes up so much
It
oxygen.
takes up so much oxygen.
Yeah.
And now it's just like every day they're just
Like
trying
they're
to
still
take.
talking about it.
It's not just talking about it. Not like, yo, this song I like this.
Yeah.
No, it's like trying to tear down the people's life.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like trying to, wreck this guy's marriage or this guy's relationship with his child. And it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know if it's worth it at this point.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's interesting.
Again, I love the idea that we got so much music in such a short period of time.
Great music.
Just everything around it was just like, man, it's like taking us a couple steps back,
Yeah.
and we just grown so much that I don't know if, I guess I'm gonna say it, I don't know if battling needs to be part of the culture anymore.
Interesting.
I hate that I have this point of view. I do, because I
Yeah.
know what it sounds like. I know what it feels like. I hate.
Now, I'm trying to understand what the fuck Jay Z just said there. You know what I'm saying? The fuck he just said there? Hmm. You have to really sit back and think because this guy, a billionaire, one of the goats of hip hop, top three, top five best rapper of all time ever. You know what I'm saying? And it's like he's saying this stuff right here after the battle, a year later. Nobody hear anything from Jay Z. You know what I'm saying? Doing the battle, none of that. They try to stop these guys from coming out with different songs, different songs. You know what I'm saying? No interviews, no nothing from Jay Z. We didn't hear anything from Jay Z until now that he's about to come out and do like three shows. You know what I'm saying? Now we hear Jay Z talking. You know what I mean? Like if Jay Z really felt this way, he could have stopped the whole thing. You know what I mean? Because like I say, Jay Z a big influence on hip hop, and I know both of them guys really look up to Jay Z. It's like, what is he saying there? Like, I'm a big whole fan. He's not my favorite or ever was my favorite, but I like Jay Z. You know, it's like he don't think the battle should have really happened. Like some of the stuff probably shouldn't have been said. Yeah, that's very true. But it's always going to be guys battling in hip hop. You know what I'm saying? That's part of rap. That's part of rap history. That's part of rap's thing in life. You know what I'm saying about just battling. Who's the best rapper ever? Who's the best rapper out today? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I know it's kind of different from singers and other genres of music, but rap, that is it, man. Rap influenced me, a lot of people in the world. You know what I'm saying? Rap kind of lives on and it's gonna live on forever. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm trying to understand and really trying to put it together on like battling beef. The beef ain't gotta be there, but then rap battles, man, I love rap battles. You know what I'm saying? We going at each other like, oh, let me see who's the best. Can you come up with a good song? Can you come up with a good song against this guy or this? You know what I'm saying? This person right here. A lot of stuff ain't really gotta be said, crazy stuff, but we already know. Even him himself said so many crazy stuff in his songs. Even when he was going at other people, not just Nas, he was going at other rappers as well. You know, just hearing Jay Z saying some of the stuff right now at this time, it's like, what? It's crazy. Let's continue, man. It's a couple more clips, but I want to know what y'all really think though. Like, am I speaking like crazy myself? Let's say, oh, do y'all agree with Jay Z what he's saying? Let me know in the comments what y'all think. So this right here's a clip of Jay Z talking about J Cole because I think him and J Cole got like a little um animosity against each other. You know what I mean? So the clip right here says JC opens up about signing J. Cole in the current relationship they have today.
Never was comfortable with that anyway.
With being
An
in
artist's
charge.
expression should be their expression. I really fall back. That's what I think what happened with Cole. Like just the narrative around Cole is that we didn't love Cole. No, we believed in him enough to let him find his journey.
Yeah.
And he found his path. It took him a minute,
Yeah, yeah.
but he found his way.
Was that something that you had to learn yourself though too?
Yeah.
Because Cole will tell the story about how like you wanted to sit him with Stargate and maybe think about that single.
Yeah, I was giving him a chance to take his talent and show it to the most people possible.
Yeah.
But his way. I didn't force on it. It's like, here's this record from Stargate, and you putting it out. Like I forced Bleak to make Men Bleak. It's like, no.
I mean, I think that worked.
Bleak, my little brother. He has to listen to me. You know what I mean?
Word.
But like for J. Cole, he has to find his own direction. And I'm going to give him the tools.
Yeah.
I mean, we made big records with Stargate. They made humongous records and on Rihanna and blah blah blah, and even I think they made the Wiz Khalifa Black and Yellow.
Yep. Yeah.
Biggest songs in the world.
Yeah.
You don't want to go sit with fine.
All right.
So I'm gonna present that, but I'm not gonna make them do it.
Yeah. What is your relationship with Cole like these days?
Obviously, there's things behind the scenes with, like artists and shit like that gets complicated.
Yeah.
But I think given a chance to prove that you're above board is an opportunity.
Word.
So I don't have any negative feelings for him. I'm actually super proud of him and what he's done.
It sounds like you're still like when you came in, we were talking about the mixtape. Like you're still engaging with the work as a fan too.
Yeah, Clue sent it to me actually.
Oh, word?
Clue, not Cole.
Yeah?
He sent it to me because he's proud, right?
Yeah.
Think about Clue, like he have like a resurgence behind it. Remember was
As you can listen to the interview right there, but I just want to point out, looking at Jay Z up top, well, him and J. Cole, because J. Cole got dreads now, and Jay Z got dreads now. That is crazy. These some old days right here, man, that these guys grew their hair out. But, we already know since that mixtape came out, where J. Cole released it on his birthday, that he kind of said some stuff about Rock Nation or whatever his label and J. Cole kind of being not signed now, whatever, you know what I mean? And I didn't hear some frictions that, him and J. Cole and Jay-Z not really seeing eye to eye. You know what I mean? Jay-Z signed J. Cole when J. Cole was younger and really J. Cole really blossomed. So I know he learned a lot of things from J. Cole, you know what I mean? So I don't know too much about their relationship, just that stint right there that J. Cole was kind of talking in the mixtape that he came out in February about the situation or whatever. You know what I mean? So in all, man, that's kind of most of the clips. I didn't want to play the whole interview, so I really wanted the main clips from that interview right there. But just listen to Jay-Z, man. Like I said, Jay-Z is a icon in rap. You know what I'm saying? One of the top 3, top 5 best rappers of all time, like I say. You know what I mean? So hearing him say some of that stuff, man, about Kendrick Lamar and Drake, about the battle and stuff, how battling nowadays it shouldn't be in the culture or whatever, like it's hurting the culture and stuff like that. Don't get me wrong, yeah, social media kind of can make stuff bad. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people they fans of J. Cole, they fans of Drake, as of Kendrick Lamar. And me, I'm a fan of all. I really like J. Cole. I think he's the best one out of all of them, even though he bowed out the battle. But there are fans who stick has a side. It's a fan of Kendrick. They just a fan of Drake. You know what I'm saying? And what's going on now seems like, there are a lot of people kind of pounding on Drake. Drake can't really put out music, but my thing is like if Drake is Drake and Drake is gonna always be Drake, still put out good music. So it ain't gotta be, oh, he can't make no music or nothing like that. No, not at all, man. Drake can really still put out some great, great music. That's why I'm waiting on the Iceman album because I know it's gonna be dope. It's gonna be one of the best rap albums of all time. I don't know. Waiting to see. We still waiting. You know what I mean? So I don't want people to think like, oh, Drake can't put out no music or everybody just pounding on Drake. No, not at all. And Drake kind of came out with that lawsuit, and that kind of like even step up the people hating on him. Cause I'm like, no rapper really ever sues their label or try to sue another rapper for dissing them. Crazy, but you still have a lot of people still talking about the battle. People still talking about it. So it's like, y'all gotta let it go. We're scared to admit that Drake did lose. And like I said, I'm a big fan of Drake as well, but it's like he did lost the battle. But you just still have people being this denial and still talking about it, still talking about it, and dreading it, instead of just trying to move on and tell Drake to drop the music. So I don't know, man. Y'all know, man. But y'all tell me y'all think about this Jay-Z interview. You know what I'm saying? Was Jay-Z really right in with a lot of things he said, or he's basically a hypocrite? Or did I say anything that y'all kind of disagree with? Let me know in the comments what y'all think. I love to hear from y'all, man. But until then, y'all have a good one. Make sure y'all like and subscribe as well. Peace.